Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the Æther-Tech Wars. I'm Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM for this Pathfinder 2e campaign. And joining me around my virtual table tonight are Brandie, Delioth, Dyto, and John. Say hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Damn, they're good at that. Brie unfortunately got roped into some Memorial Day bullshit. We all know how that goes, but we're going to go along anyway. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with our sponsor for this campaign, XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or putting your favorite pictures in the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show description. This week we have two different campaigns running. We've got Magi Knight's Awakening, which is going to be on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. That game is Dreams of Infinity, and the Magi Knights are dealing with the loss of one of their own. So we're going to be finishing up that aftermath. Then on Thursday, we have Loroupa Tales, our Tyranny of Dragons campaign. And, our heroes have just gotten to Ravancia, which was a location that was pretty big in the Fab 5 campaign. It'll be interesting to see what those mercenaries and what sort of shenanigans they get up to in the city that was once the capital of organized religion on Loroupa. Should be fun. You can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it. Our announcements are short today. So join us as we return to the broken world of Loroupa and journey with a group of Pathfinders who have unwittingly found themselves embroiled in the Æther-Tech Wars. And we're back. So hey, if you've been watching our show for a while, you know how we do our recaps. I offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for a free reroll during the session. If I do the recap, I get the coin too, but I don't just use it to reroll. I use it for all sorts of different things. And it would definitely put a hindrance on our heroes. So, as always, I'm going to offer it up. Who wants to do the recap this week?
I'll do it.
Okay. In that case, Maiko, tell us what happened last time on the Æther-Tech Wars.
So last time on the Æther-Tech Wars, it was just a whole lot of fighting. Pretty long bar fight. did pretty good holding our own, and finally ended up coming to a conclusion with everybody. So some of the guys got a bit emotional. Some just like decided, hey, you know what, I've had enough of this, and let's just leave it be. Not sure what Kikiro and Draven, right? Was it Draven? Yeah, they went off somewhere. Not sure what they got off and got up to, and we ended with us, figuring out what we're gonna do for the night. So that's about it. Not a lot went on.
Yeah, not a lot went on, except for that, huge bar fight where where you more or less just had everyone running away from you. That was great. But hey, there you go. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last today. Anyway, Pathfinders. At the end of last session, the party was still split across the capital city of Gnomengard. Draven and Kikiro were lodged at the Flying Crane Tavern to discuss some strategy for doing the tasks that Shadows had requested, while Malachi, Maiko, and Aeden were walking away from their most recent bar fight, as Maiko mentioned. You all ended up finding beds very late in the evening. Whether it was in the Flying Crane or some other local tavern, you all eventually fell asleep, Malachi sadly alone. But eventually you woke, had some breakfast, and thought about the rest of the day. It is now bright and early the following morning, just after breakfast. Whatever tavern you stayed at is where you got your meal, but eventually you have someplace you need to be, back at the Erudite Conclave. I'll remind you that Draven and Kikiro had left specifically to go looking for the Dwarven child that Draven had befriended, and ended up making an odd sort of deal with the leader of the Thieves Guild here in Gnomengard. So, you got some tasks ahead of you. But with that in mind, Pathfinders, what do you plan on doing as you all kind of arrive at the same time at the gates of the Erudite Conclave and do one of those Spider-Man memes where you're all pointing at each other? What do you want to do?
So you said we were starting back where we all meander back to the Erudite Conclave and just kind of all... Okay. Oh, so it looks like you guys had an eventful evening. I'll say, especially looking at Maiko, who I guess is apparently really fucked up right now still.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It was a misunderstanding. We took care of it. It's all good.
How does a misunderstanding and oh no, okay, come here. Shh. No, it's fine. Cast lay on hands.
And if that wasn't clear, since this is the next morning, you all did get a long rest.
Oh yeah, that's my hit points after a long rest.
Yeah.
I'm so hurt.
Draven is looking over you, like checking teeth and everything, but I'm also casting lay on hands as I'm like making sure everything is in somewhat normal position, no weird things. Like, okay, you're good, your bones okay. Does that bone normally go like this? Yes, it does. Okay. Do you feel better? Did that help?
I do feel a bit better. I
Okay,
feel about a little less than halfway better.
Okay, well, if you need more, I need to go pray a little bit, and I'll need 10 minutes, but we okay.
Yeah, no. As long as we're not gonna get in any other fights for a little bit, I should be able to manage.
I can smack you real hard, Maiko. You want me to smack you?
I think I'm good. I think I had enough smacking to last me for just a little bit. I'll let you know though. Don't worry. Or wait, there's okay, out of character. Was that were you offering healing and you're just being
No, I was not offering healing.
Okay. I didn't know if it was sarcasm. Okay, never. So then yeah, no, I've had plenty of smacking for a while.
I mean, if you want, I can do a little bit more non-magical healing. It has been about 60 to 40% success. No, 40 to 60% successful. But we can try.
Sure, if you want, because like I've got 21 out of 52 hit points right now.
Perfect. Okay. Do you want some risky surgery?
Sure, why not?
Let's go to our conclave room.
Some back alley surgery.
Oh yeah.
So you all enter the conclave, making your way into the somewhat small antechamber that the front desk person sitting behind the chair reading a book, as always, looks up at you all and kind of gives you a once over and says, "Rough night, huh?"
Yeah. Hey, can we have some of that top shelf vodka so we can sanitize?
We'll send some down. You need to see a healer?
No, don't worry about it. I've got it. I'm skilled with surgery. I know the body. You're not human. I know bodies. We'll be fine. I'm feigning confidence.
Okay. Let's see how well you let's see how confident you feel. Give me that Riz check. Give me a deception.
This is more deceiving myself, but the other person. Let's see. It's a 14, actually.
I mean, I'd say you feel somewhat confident about this as you're saying it. The individual watching this looks dubious, but says nothing.
Okay.
And you're eventually met up by your conclave handler, who is going to escort you back down to the rooms you all share here in the lower barracks of the conclave. I'll remind you all that your handler is a lizard folk. Their name is Trinidad, and as they find you and lead you back down to your rooms, he kind of leans in and says, "So I believe you said you were all heading out last night to do some reconnaissance about Zormunder. Do you have anything to report?"
Nothing to report just yet, but some good leads. At least on our end. We split up, so I'm not quite sure what our friends managed to get. Again, I look over at Maiko. It looked like they had an eventful evening, though, so I'm sure they got something. Did you get something?
Aeden is just shaking her head no vigorously.
Oh, okay.
I told you it was.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I mean, she's just shaking her head the other way. We know where he's not.
He definitely
fine.
was not in that bar that we were in. We are absolutely certain of that.
You went to a bar? Okay.
It was. Look, it was for recon purposes.
All right. Trinidad, please forgive me. I must perform some healing on my friend here, and we'll touch back and figure out where we are, because I don't even know.
Yes, of course, I understand. reach out to the individuals who are watching the Capitol and the docks, and I'll meet back up with you, say, later this afternoon.
Sounds perfect.
Excellent. I'll see you soon. Trinidad deposits you in the barracks where you've all been staying. The barracks in the Conclave are very simple, sparse rooms, more like a military barracks than anything else, with a bunch of bunk beds and footlockers and some other Conclave researchers or perhaps other adventurers coming and going. But for the most part, you're left alone and not really disturbed during this time. Now, you said you're going to be attempting some risky emergency surgery. Tell us about that.
Risky surgery. It is fantastic because I do just a little bit of 1d8 slashing damage on a person, but it gives me a +2 circumstance bonus to medicine checks, and if I'm successful, it becomes a critical success on the healing.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, before you roll.
Isn't a thing I should do anyway.
But before you roll for this, did you get that top shelf vodka so we can sanitize all the equipment?
I told them no, I'm good. I am a trained professional. My mentor taught me so well how to deal with bodies.
Okay, but you don't want to sanitize anything?
I'm always clean. I wash. What, do you not?
Okay, I mean, fair enough. You know what? You're the professional.
I am
Fair
the
enough.
professional. Thank you. No, just lay down. This won't hurt, but a little bit.
It won't hurt you much at all, right?
No. No, not at all. If it's hurting me, I'm doing something wrong. Now take that 1 point of damage. It's fine.
I'm just gonna I have to reopen this wound so I can cauterize it.
Just the scene of Maiko laying down on the bottom bunk of a bunk bed while Draven pulls out their knife and starts cutting into Maiko.
It's like, hold on, I need to re-break this bone so I can set it properly.
Exactly.
And there's just Aeden flying in the background, sucking on the honey, kind of like Kramer and Seinfeld watching the surgery in the theater, and they drop a junior mint into the body.
Hey, but hear me out here. Honey has healing properties. So it's got
And
antibiotic
a lot of
properties,
other detritus that Aeden has been getting into it since then.
which cancels. I mean, the healing and antibiotic properties of the honey cancels all that out, so it's still good.
Do you want
Does
me
it,
to make my
though?
check or not?
Yeah, go ahead and make that check while we're being pedantic.
Baby, we got a nat 20 for a 29.
Fucking hell.
God.
Yeah, you're doing
how's
a stupid
20
amount.
health?
A stupid amount of health.
Jeez.
And if you have the wounded condition, it's gone.
I don't believe I was wounded, but look, I am much better off now. Thank you so much. I will definitely use you for my future surgery needs.
Holy shit, did that work? Oh, it worked!
Good job, Draven.
This is honestly the first time a treat wounds has worked for me, so I'm so happy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still like a little stiff in areas and everything, but I'm definitely
can-
much better.
Give me an hour. Do you want to go again?
Phrasing.
Phrasing indeed.
Are we gonna have another one of those episodes? I don't know if I can handle 2 of those in a row, Matt.
Wow. Fuck if I know. It's your show. Anyway, well done on healing Maiko. After the surgery, Maiko's feeling quite a bit better. The rest of you kind of just sat there watching. How impressed you are, I don't know, but Yeah. With that, Maiko rises up from her surgery bed, feeling a little bit healthier. What are y'all doing from here?
Okay, so we need to talk. Are you okay? Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. Anyways, as I'm like still stitching, just like adjusting stitches, Kikiro and I were able to contact my friend, and I think we have actually a pretty good way of getting Zormunder. It just might require something much more. Actually, you might be excited for this, Maiko. We have to steal something.
Steal, you say?
Or borrow, actually. You know what? This is for the greater good. It's okay. We are borrowing without consent and giving to somebody else.
Hey, I am down for lightening the load on those who have too much
Thank you. And
to help out those who don't have enough.
Absolutely. And the Erudite Conclave has too much, so we are.
I mean, we did just give them something that we stole.
Wait. What did we give them?
It's like a transaction that they didn't consent to.
Yeah, Kikiro's got it.
Exactly. Thank you. I am trying so hard to justify this within my brain. It's wrong, but will end for good. We need to get Zormunder, so that is important. But, okay, we need a game plan for this because I don't think I'll be able to do much assistance with taking it, but delivering I can handle. We're looking for an item called the Dream Rod. Supposedly the Erudite Conclave has this item. They tasked me with delivering it to them, and in doing so, they will deliver Zormunder right to us. So, how do you want to go about this?
Well, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all for, stealing and everything too. Have we considered maybe asking if they would allow us to borrow it? Or do you think that's just not a possibility and we should just take matters into our own hands just to make sure?
Listen, I want to ask for permission so bad, but I don't think the Erudite Conclave would be super keen on giving an item to what I presume to be the Thieves Guild. But I don't know. You know what? Maybe they will. Maybe they'll be cool with it. They do seem like cool guys.
Yeah, but then if we ask and they do say no and it goes missing, we're going to be the prime targets, prime suspects.
Yeah. This is true.
But if we don't ask and it just goes missing, well, they don't know who it is.
Exactly. And if we don't deliver, I might die. But that's neither here nor there. It's fine.
Well, I definitely don't want you to die.
Well, thank you. I'm not quite ready myself, but I like the Shadows guy. He's cool. He's fun. He's mysterious. And I don't really want to get on his bad side, so I don't think I can fail. So.
Sure.
Yes. Malachi, you are being awfully quiet, buddy. Are you okay?
Malachi just appears to be pouting a little bit. He's got a cigarette. He's smoking on it. Nothing. I'm fine.
Okay. Good. Now I can go back to telling you how, actually handsome this Shadows guy is. He's really mysterious. I like his whole vibe, actually. It's kind of fun and dangerous. Ooh.
I'm going to roll a Malachi die to see if Malachi is actually paying attention to this or being petulant over not being able to hook up last night.
Nat 20, what does that mean?
Malachi kind of takes a long, slow drag of his cigarette, looks over at you all and says, "What? What were you talking about?"
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Go back to thinking. I'm sure you're planning something very big that will help us out. You can go back to that.
Malachi just sucks on his cigarette some more.
Of course.
Okay, so then we need to figure out where this what you said, dream rod?
Yes, it's called a dream rod. I don't have much information about it yet, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. So we need a little bit of information.
Do
Before
we know
probably.
where it is? Do we know where I should start checking? Do you just want me to just kind of wander around until I find it?
Well, we could do that, or when Trinidad comes back, we can ask him about, a tour, or see what kind of mysterious items and collections the Erudite Conclave might have here. This is not my wheelhouse. I don't know. How do you steal?
I mean, I just see something that I like and it just ends up in my bag.
How handled are we, GM? Like, when we're at the Enclave, are we like watched like hawks? Are we given a little bit of leeway? Like,
So you have noticed that when you're in the conclave that there is somebody, they don't, somebody around you kind of keeping an eye on you, but more loosely. Like when you're in your room and you're resting, there's nobody that's like standing over you or anything like that. But anytime you go anywhere, you do notice that some conclave member is following along behind. You're
we can
members,
try and
but you're... the best way to put it is you're subcontractors. So you're given limited maneuverability because of the fact that you're subcontractors, but there's also at least somebody making sure you're not doing anything stupid.
Does anybody remember, have they seen me in my fox form yet?
Don't know. Is there there's not a history check one can make to see if that, but... Have you been a fox here? I don't think so.
I think only inside the bag. Here, at least.
Yeah, do they know that I can turn into a fox, I wonder?
I mean, you are a kitsune. I believe that's pretty common with most, right?
Yeah, but are kitsunes, are they common? They're not common in Loroupa, are they?
They're not like super common in the way that humans and elves and dwarves are common, but they're also not like unheard of. There are some species that exist within Loroupa, though they don't actually have their own tribes or communities. They tend to more be found in larger cities and stuff like that. You being a dark kitsune from another world who only kind of vaguely remembers anything beyond the fact that you were raised by bandit tribes, you've only personally met a handful of kitsunes in your life apart from yourself, so you could say not super common.
Okay. So my question is if I fox form, if somebody does happen to see me, are they going to put two and two together and know that it was me?
It's possible. I'm not good at the deception, but I'm good at talking. I could talk and ramble, and I mean, I would actually love a tour. If somebody would like to give a tour, I'd be so excited for that. All the information that I could learn, I'm cool with that. So,
Ooh, yeah, we could. Ooh,
Mhm.
we could do that. You just take your backpack. I'd be in your backpack, and you can conveniently drop me off where I need to be. And as far as they know, I'm in my room. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. I think that's a good solid plan. Let's see if we can get you a tour, and maybe hopefully we can kind of see where this dream wand thing is.
okay, is anybody going to come with me? I don't know if I want to go by myself.
I would love to join you on your tour, Draven.
Oh, thank goddess. Oh,
Well, I mean, I was gonna be with you, kind of.
true, but I can't hold your hand if I get nervous. That would be weird.
This is fair.
Okay. Well, you settle down for a little bit after discussing this plan, and you wait for Trinidad, I said that weird, to return.
I think we lost Dyto.
Oh, yep, looks like it. Just give
Well, I don't think Draven would honestly give them much of a chance. They're coming with. I need the Chaos Squad with me.
Ooh, you know, we got the perfect cover too. Because remember, I was not feeling well, and you were performing surgery, so that's why I'm not there. I'm recovering from the surgery.
That's true. And honestly,
And-
if you want a good...
and- And we don't want them disturbing me, so nobody's to come knocking on the door or anything. I need my rest right now.
True. And if we were to, say, take the child leash off of Aeden and just let them go, that's a very good distraction. It distracts me. I don't know how anybody else could handle it. I would. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can, accidentally drop the leash or something.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
Well, with that, with the discussion going on, the morning slowly turns to the afternoon. Eventually, Trinidad does return. The lizard folk looks a little hurried as they come bursting through the door to your barracks. Oh, hey, oh, good. You're all still here. I was hoping I caught you. We do have some interesting information about Zormunder.
Oh, please, let's go to another place though. The surgery went well, but she does need a little quiet. So please lead the way and explain.
Sure. We can go to this conference room down the hall. The lizard folk leads you out from the barracks. Draven, you shoulder your backpack, and the four of you, or three of you, I suppose, in this four of you, because Malachi's there, are led to an adjoining conference room. You all sit down around the table, and Trinidad pulls out the folder that they are carrying, opens it up, and sets it down on the table. In it, you can see what appears to be a folded-up map of some area. Probably easy to guess that it's Gnomengard. Trinidad says to you all, we've had people watching various locations here in Gnomengard. I can let you know that Zormunder has been spotted. The gnome man was seen at the palace, heading into the underground laboratory that you all took a tour on. He spent most of the day there, but our teams have just reported that they have escorted him to a warehouse located in the upper district of Nomengard. They have followed them there, and then they sent a runner to inform us of this. So as far as we know, right now we have a location on Zormunder.
Is that in a warehouse in the upper district?
Yes.
Do we know what that warehouse is used for?
According to our records, the warehouse is owned by One Trillium Incorporated. They are a shipping conglomerate that owns several ships and trades between the Gnomon Confederation and a couple different countries, including the Barony of Coltrest and the Kingdom of Radagast.
Oh, wow. Expensive. Okay.
I'm not sure why Zormunder went there, but chances are he will still be there. You all said you wanted to confront him yourself, so I'm relaying this information.
That's very good information to have. Thank you. I will. We'll figure out what to do with that information. But he'll probably be there for a while, so that gives us time to sit and think on things. So we have some time. Actually, this is good. We've been kind of going this entire time, and I don't think we've actually had a full tour of the Conclave itself. Now that I'm thinking about it, we've seen Nomengrad, but we haven't seen what the Conclave holds. Can you give us a brief tour? I would love to actually learn much more about what you have here at the Conclave.
The sudden shift of your topic kind of frizzles the lizard folk's brain for half a second. Oh,
Sorry.
You want a tour?
I do. Listen, we've been kind of going, and if I'm being honest, the tours we had the other day, it was a lot and not very informative for me. So I would like to see something actually interesting.
I think that this is either going to be a deception check or a diplomacy check. Your choice.
Go diplomacy. Oh, no. If it's okay with the others, I would like to hero point that.
Probably smart.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes, do it.
Well, Delioth just redeemed a hero point to clear it up.
And with a 26, I feel much better about that.
Okay. Yeah, your 26 is a lot better than a nat 1. The lizard folk says, "Oh, wow, I suppose if you needs a bit more rest and think another tour would be beneficial to your group, I suppose I could arrange it. Perhaps I should go and make sure that the people who are watching the warehouse stay there and continue to collect data while we do this tour. Perhaps you all wait in here for me. I'll send someone to bring you some lunch, and we will have. I will organize your tour for after you eat. Does that sound amenable?"
Please, that sounds fantastic. Sorry, I think actually some food would be good. I'm not thinking clearly. So yes, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Certainly. We will be. Just wait here. I'll see what I can do.
Of course.
The lizard folk bows to you all and heads out the door, his conclave robes kind of swishing behind him as he closes the door.
As soon as the door closes, bag open. Maiko, I'm not cut out for this. This is not what I'm good at. I should not be taking the charge. Please talk to me.
I'll chitter at you and little fox noises because I can't speak yet in fox form. It's if it helps, they're very reassuring chitters. Like you can almost make out, you got this. I believe in you. You can do this.
Okay. All right. That's nice. That's good. Okay. Thank you.
I'll put my little fox paw on your, like, pat your hand with my little fox paw.
It's appreciated. Oh. Okay.
Lunch arrives in due course. It's not complicated. The monks in the conclave eat very simple meals, mostly bland, but they're filling and nutritious enough. Eventually, Trinidad does return. He says, "Well, the good news is that Zormunder has not left the location. We've followed him to. We have a few scouts out there right now watching the warehouse. So that's good. That's good. I've also arranged for your tour. So I guess just follow me whenever you're ready. I'll be the one who is showing you around."
Oh wow, thank you. I'm honored. I can't wait to see. You've always seemed so knowledgeable. So please give us as much information that you have. I want to hear it all.
Trinidad leads you on a tour of the conclave. The history of the conclave is that it was built back during the time that Morag was one city. And this building served as kind of the centralized hub for the conclave's work and really for all academic purposes in Morag. The dwarves tended to be more homeschooled, I guess would be the proper way to put it. No, dwarves society tend to rely on private tutors teaching most of their people. So education locations weren't really big in that city, and so it was kind of a centralized hub for most knowledge and stuff like that. Its library was the biggest library in Morag. When the breaking happened and the city split off, the Erudite Conclave helped establish the new government here in Nomengrad, or at least they assisted in the negotiations between the nobles that eventually created the monarchy here in, well, it's a political monarchy, so the monarchy is kind of voted on, but it's still a monarchy in a sense. And the Erudite Conclave played a very large role in negotiating that so that they could maintain peace here within the city. The Conclave this building here is, like I said, one of the largest libraries of the Conclave, the only larger being the one in Revancia, which is in the kingdom of Hyrulean, for those of you who didn't know. The Conclave building itself is pretty much identical to every other Conclave building that exists on Loroupa. It's a 10-story tall tan building made of stone. Most of the layout is fairly uniform, as Trinidad explains as they show you the upper areas of the Conclave. At the very top there is the head archivist's room and offices and that sort of thing, which is where he takes you eventually on that tour. Mostly it's research rooms, laboratories, libraries, private and public. The private ones tend to be more record keeping, where the larger ones are accumulations of much history throughout Loroupa. After your tour of the upstairs area, that you are led down to the lower areas, where you've seen most of it before. The barracks are down there, the training halls. The monks of the Conclave are all trained in various forms of martial arts and magic, and there are rooms dedicated to that in the lower levels. After your tour of that area, you are informed that since you have been helpful members of the Conclave and you are currently on assignment, you have been authorized down to see a little bit of the vaults, which are in the lower areas of the Conclave building. You descend down several flights of stairs, and Trinidad leads you to a room that is a series of very large metal reinforced vault doors. They lead you along a long path, and as you're going through them, you're kind of described that these vaults hold some of the more powerful magical relics and historical objects that the Conclave has acquired and cataloged over its many years of history. Each location is responsible for its own archive and for their own tools and everything that they keep in there. And they're very much in charge of the security that governs the place there. You notice that there are a lot of monks down here, all of them guarding doors. You're led into one of them in particular. One of the doors are opened and you're allowed inside. And you ever seen Warehouse 13?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Warehouse 13.
Yeah,
nice.
kind of like that. Big archive of shelves with boxes and various sort of bric-a-brac on them. One of the vaults that Trinidad shows you is one of the locations that they keep some of the relics that they had taken from the Cult of the Dreamer, the cult that is directly responsible for the breaking of Loroupa. In this vault, you see a few various items of interest. You see, like, several magical items include a vestment robe that you're told was actually once owned by that was owned by the Mother Superior of the cult, the cult's convent. They show you they show you several stuffed creatures which kind of look like gigantic eyeballs with tentacles coming out of them. And they're posed in various different ways. And Trinidad explains how this cult used creatures called aberrations from alternate dimensions to assist them in mind controlling people. And they created a very large following of people through mind control and manipulation.
Terrifying. How were they able to do something like that? Oh my. It's almost unfathomable.
Trinidad talks about, it was a global conspiracy that led up to this. It was very harrowing time, and the events that led up to and the events that preceded the breaking was a tumultuous time for pretty much all of Loroupa. What I'd like for you all to do is, since you've been on this tour and you're examining this place, I want you each to individually to make perception checks to see whether or not you happen to actually see anything that could lead you in the direction of what you're looking for.
That's fine. You're in a bag.
Yeah, I definitely have limited vision right now.
Where do you roll perception? I'm gonna roll for Malachi. Can't find it.
It's on the left-hand side underneath AC.
Thank you.
Malachi's still brooding.
Yep, Malachi is clearly still brooding. Dyto, if you're with us, you want to roll one as well? Dyto's internet is not cooperating today.
Sounds like it. Do we know?
I see
Okay.
she's not.
Their
the
perception is a
property.
+6, though. So if we roll a d20, we can.
Here, I'll just go ahead and roll. Sheet. Wow.
That's tremendously consistent.
Kikiro and I are locked
For
in.
both sets.
You know, the two of you are on high alert for something that might stand out as the thing you're looking for. And I'm going to say that both of you spot an object that could be described as a rod. Long and cylindrical, made of wood. It's floating in a sealed glass casing. And it's just sitting there floating. It has a kind of an odd sort of aura that you can see physically radiating out of it. Just this soft purplish aura that kind of radiates out from it. And as you're passing it by, it's amongst the collection of the artifacts that the Conclave holds from the Cult of the Dreamer. Trinidad just kind of sweeps it by without really mentioning it. But as you're walking by, the two of you, Kikiro and Draven, would see that and that's the first thing that I've seen down here that could be described as a rod.
I'll just kind of adjust my back, almost like I'm stretching to kind of give a signal to Maiko in my bag. And in doing so, I'll also let go of whatever might mentally be holding Aeden back to let them go.
Okay, so what do you're hanging back?
Just first, not hanging back. I'm more on my back and letting go of the child leash we have on Aeden and just kind of trying to signal to Maiko in my bag that I think we found it. So even though they hadn't seen it, she at least knows we're close to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You kind of
And
stretch.
I'm gonna perk up as he stretches, kind of be and kind of start looking, see if I can see it.
Yeah, you'd be able to hang back and get a glimpse of the thing. It's exactly like I described in this glass casing. As you look it up and down, give me an investigation check. And you're looking at it
Me?
through you. Because you're doing this as Draven is walking away from it, so you're peering through your spy hole in his backpack right now.
Okay, but what if I don't have investigation?
It's perception.
No, that's right. It's perception in this game. What you get?
18.
Okay, with your 18, you're examining it through the hole in Draven's backpack. You notice that there is a number on a placard just below the glass with an item number listed as 11637. Apart from that, you don't see anything that labels it with a name or anything like that, but it is a cylindrical piece of wood. On one end, it has some wrappings, almost like a handle. It's floating in the air in the middle of this glass case, and it does have a kind of a weird, dark purple aura emanating from it. So you are able to see that. You don't see anything that like seals it up. Like there isn't a obvious padlock on it or anything like that. You don't even see hinges. It seems like it's completely just enclosed, encased in the glass.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how to. How am I gonna get into a glass case with it as a fox?
You doing anything else, or before Trinidad continues their tour?
Draven has full faith in Maiko. I figure if she's ready, she'll do the same thing she did on the Conclave, which is just kind of crawl out of the back, down my back, and go. So if she hasn't done that, I assume there's a reason for it.
And also,
Yeah,
you did
and-
let go of the leash for Aeden.
Aeden. So whatever those two want to do, I'm letting you, what is the saying? Joe Rune take the wheel. This is
Yeah, I would have probably went ahead and crawled out of the bag and, found somewhere to kind of hide out, and would really hope that they would make sure they come back this way so I could get back in the bag.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Okay, you know what? I've got to re-roll. I'm using it.
oh please.
Okay, use
Yeah.
the random Rhapsody coin. Go for it.
That's much better. 26.
Yeah. Not sure. Dyto, are you with us? Can you hear us?
Bless you, anesthetic.
Okay. Anesthetic is floating an advantage to whoever needs it. I think in this moment we're gonna have Aeden's little partner in crime take the wheel here. So,
Wait, she just said she's
you're
back.
You back?
Yeah,
Dyto
I'm
can-
back.
Okay. Awesome. So what happened is Draven and Kikiro spotted the thing, a rod that they're guessing is probably the dream rod. He signaled that to Maiko and then let go of your leash.
Oh, I should have put
So
more into charisma.
To recap, you are in a vault, and you are not being held back right now.
Oh.
Yes,
It's a
that is the
child
thing
in an
that's
antique mall.
I am also
There's
not
a
good at
lot of-
thievery.
But there's a lot of shiny breakable things that you could definitely cause chaos, so that I could maybe get this dream root that is encased in glass right now, or that's got a glass case over it. Or if there's anything you can do to make it maybe a little easier for little fox me to get in there.
I can create a diversion. I do have Figment. When you cast or sustain the spell, you can attempt to create a diversion with an illusion, gaining a +2 circumstance bonus to your deception check. What is the amp? Let's see if I should amp it. Oh, it provides flanking. We're not attacking anything. Oh, I can make it change shape and keep my enemies unsettled. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how that works. But I can create a diversion and use Figment to get that. I'll just...
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as we can... So, let me ask you this. Cameras are not a thing, right? Like, there's not going to be any of that kind of security.
I mean, cameras aren't a thing. You're in a fantasy world.
Okay, that's what I figured. So...
Make a Arcana check, I guess? See if you know anything beyond that?
Mainly what I want to know is, like... Unless, like, if there's nobody physically watching me, is there somebody that can be still watching?
Do you want me to see if there's somebody watching, like with a scrying eye or something? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, because I just want to know. I'm kind of curious how. Like, I know we've got people in here with us, but other than that, how watched is this vault?
I rolled a 19.
19, you would know Aeden. I don't know how you're communicating to this back and forth. Maybe you talked about it ahead of time, so we'll go with that. With your 19, you would know that there are magical spells that do exist that, like, keep an eye on things, like scrying eyes and so forth. Whether or not the Conclave has that, I'm going to say you're not 100% certain, but it stands to reason that if it's a global organization that protects magical artifacts, they have better than average security.
So then, yeah, we need to... I wonder if there's anything we have that could kind of, for lack of better word, because I can't think of it right now, but could blur out what I'm doing right next to this rod. Like, you know, like I know in D&D there's the darkness spell where nothing can see in. I don't know if there's a comparable spell or something in this that somebody could possibly have at level 4.
I mean, not knowing where it would be located, I can't even come up with anything.
Best I've got is a cloud that's also on fire.
You also have a Conclave researcher with you right now, I will say.
Like I said, I can use Figment to give me a +2 to my deception check to create a diversion, so you can go in, grab the rod, and get out.
Sure.
Okay.
So we're idiots. That sounds great.
Sounds like the best plan we're gonna come up with.
I mean, this can't possibly go wrong.
I mean, I have a +1 to charisma. I am trained in deception, so I mean that's good for me.
And we have floating advantage, so let's see.
There's that too. And we got hero points too.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to create a diversion, and since my leash was let go, I don't think I'm gonna like... I'm trying to think how I want to do this. That's very, like, still, like, on brand for Aeden. I think she's just gonna start, like, touching stuff with sticky fingers. Not, like...
Oh.
Yeah, like, not, like, take it, but, like, go up to something shiny and, like, touch it and be like, oh, this is cool! And
like, kind of like,
visibly...
ooh, what's this? And, like, touching it, and then, oh, what about this?
Like when a toddler goes up and just starts touching things with their sticky hands.
Oh, yeah.
And then picking random stuff up.
Oh.
Okay.
This is horrifying. Let's see how you do.
I rolled a dirty 20.
And then are
Do
you
I
also...
try to roll for advantage? That was just a straight roll.
It's a good roll.
It is
For us,
pretty
that's a good roll.
Yeah.
That is a good roll. I mean, I rolled a 13 plus 7, so. 6, wait, hold on, I didn't add my plus 2, so that'd be a 22. Because of Figment. Because I'm having...
Oh, yeah.
I'm having Figment, like... make it seem more exaggerated as I'm touching it.
And tell me what the illusion is that you're creating to aid this.
Hold on. The illusion is the honey hands that I used in the bar, especially for things that I can't reach. So I'm not actually flying around, I'm walking around.
Mm-hmm. So you're walking around, you're touching these things. The honey prints are becoming more and more elaborate as you're walking around. Trinidad immediately seizes, like, no, please don't touch anything. These are very fragile. They're very dangerous. You could seriously get hurt. And they're running over to you, trying to stop you. You go running the opposite direction, just giggling like a child, running your hand along one big old tapestry of something, some sort of scene depicted with dragons. Trinidad screaming, no, stop! What are you doing? Are you insane? You're gonna kill somebody! And they're running after you. So you've created a very good distraction here. Not only is Trinidad chasing after you, but so is the guard that was outside the gate. They're now coming running in, hearing Trinidad's calls, and they're chasing you too.
And I'm kind of going in like the opposite direction of where the rod is. But the illusion is also like, you know how toddlers have like octopus hands? Like it feels like their hands are just everywhere all at once. That's what the illusions are. They're actual. They're making her an actual octopus.
So it's just all these tentacles flailing about with sticky honey hands touching everything. Trinidad and this poor conclave guard is chasing after you. So yeah, you got your distraction, Maiko. What are you doing?
So...
Because it's really the three of you just left there staring after this.
Yeah. So the moment like they're all focused on her, and I see that like it's pretty clear. I'm going for it. I'm going to wait. Are they all still in this room, or have they moved off into another room?
Yeah. Remember Warehouse 13? Lots of shelves just lined with shit with different pathways through it. They're chasing Aeden about basically 2 lines of shelves down, and she's just giggling as she turns a couple corners. So they're chasing after her. They've forgotten about you 3 for a brief moment.
Perfect. So what I'm gonna do is just real quickly. All 3 of us are. Oh shit. Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna just shift real quickly into humanoid form to lift the thing, grab the wand or rod, whatever, and then shift back into fox form real quick, and then hightail it back into the backpack.
Okay, well, so you hurry over to the case and transform back into your humanoid form, and you begin to examine this case. You didn't get a good enough picture of it while you were in the backpack. You only got a bit of a glimpse. Give me a much more better investigation check with your perception.
26.
It's complicated. As you examine this case, you realize that it's not glass at all, but see-through crystal in long, thin sheets. The framing of it is locked these into place, and the frame is made out of metal. It's actually a golden case inset with crystal instead of glass. You can feel a little bit of a magical hum off the thing. But as you're examining it, you realize that you can, if you put your hands in just this way and lift up, you can lift the glass upward along its along the brackets that hold it in place. If you lift it up and balance it just right, you'll be able to grab it and lift and grab the rod from behind it. So I'm going to need you to make an acrobatics check to lift this.
Heck yeah, plus 12 for 19.
That's still not bad.
Yeah, that's still not bad. We still have that advantage, yes?
We do. I mean, please, if you think you can do better, I believe in you.
I think so, because I've got plus 12, and I only got a 19. I don't want to mess this up. I'm gonna do it. I'm using it. Come on, do better. 29. How about that?
Well, I'm happy to tell you that the 19 was not going to cut it. But the 29
But the 29
does.
will.
Yes, the 29 will. Very carefully, you put your thumbs underneath on the sides of it towards the base and begin sliding it up ever so carefully. Aeden, I need another deception check from you real quick while she's doing this.
Is this still with my figment going?
How long does the figment last?
Until I stop sustaining it.
And if you're still sustaining it, then yes, it does.
Okay.
You're being chased for about a minute right now.
25. I think I can hold it for 10 minutes before becoming fatigued.
Nice. Yeah, honey fingers on top of tentacles touching everything as Aeden is running down there, down this alleyway between two stacks of boxes. Trinidad is just screaming, Why are you doing? Stop it! Come back here immediately! And Maiko, you are able to reach up and grab the rod from this glass case.
Nice. Okay. Then when I have it in my hands, I'm going to obviously put the case back. And then I am going to shift back into fox form and hide.
The moment you touch it, I need you to make for me either an Arcana or an Occultism check.
Okay, I am untrained in both, so it does not matter. That's a 2. Can I think I'm going to use a hero point? Is that okay, guys?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
How about a dirty 20 instead?
Interesting. You make contact with the rod, and you feel this sort of strange, fuzzy sort of sensation in the back of your mind that you just kind of chalk up to nerves as you grab this rod and stuff it down into your bag really quickly. You then shift form as fast as you can, and then climb up Draven's pants leg to slip into the backpack once again. And I see you redeemed another hero point, so there you go.
Yes, I did. I feel a little selfish right now.
Hey, you're level 4. DCs get higher as you level
Yeah,
up.
no, I know.
Nature.
Well, and I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving that Arcana check to a nat 1.
No.
That's just not, no.
That's valid. You feel, Draven, you watch this whole thing while Kikiro was kind of keeping an eye out for anyone coming. Fortunately, you can hear Aeden's giggling from somewhere down deep into the vault.
Oh, it's at this point, Draven has completely just like, I know we're on a mission. He's forgotten the mission. He's horrified. Like, oh no, what have I done? Aeden is the worst thing to possibly do. Oh gods. Oh, like, I've almost forgotten about the mission entirely. If it wasn't for the shifting of weight of Maiko coming back into my bag, I think it would just be he's so focused on where Aeden's at, what they're doing.
And I'm gonna give him like an affirmative tap on his shoulder just to kind of indicate, I got it. Let's get going. Before we get found out.
Could Aeden do an Arcana check to see like what is the most powerful item in this vault?
Go for it.
Oh, this that's gonna be great.
29.
There is what appears to be at the distance a floating crystal orb that is hovering above a pedestal down towards the far end of the hallway that you're currently standing at. Well, I say hallway, but it's just rows, the spaces between shelves. But at the far end, you can see there is a long column, a pedestal, and what appears to be a glass orb about, well, damn near the size of your body, Aeden, if you want to be specific about it. At least more than half, 2/3 maybe, but it's floating there above the pedestal, floating about 5 feet above it.
So I, in my head, like, Aiden's not stupid. She's very smart, and she is familiar with magic. So, like, all of these things she's been touching, it's like a drunken fighter from Tekken. Like, they look like they don't know what they're doing until they kick you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been very careful, but she's gonna start heading toward, but it does not look careful. She's gonna start heading toward that orb that is the size of her.
You just hear that little scamper of feet as she's running down the space between shelves. Trinidad and now 2 guards have made their way into it. They kind of skid to a halt, looking down the alleyway. Trinidad's scales go pale, if that's even possible for a lizard folk. No, don't do that! God, get back away from here! And they're yelling and scrambling behind you. The 2 guards are running as fast as they can behind you. So now here's the question. What's your movement speed, Aeden?
Oh, I'm slow. I have a movement... Let me find it. I have a movement of 25 feet.
Okay, so the reason they haven't been able to catch up to you yet is because they keep stopping to try to clean off the honey that you're apparently spreading. Not doing a great job of it, but now they're in a full dash. You are running towards that thing, your arms outstretched, giggling, your feet just paddling along as the floor as you go. You are going to get tackled, or at least attempted to be tackled, by a pair of monks who are faster than Trinidad and are going to catch up to you. About the time you reach, there's a small 3-foot stairs that lead up to the pedestal where that thing is hovering above. So they're going to attempt to tackle you. What is your reflex saving throw?
18.
Okay, let's make a roll here real quick. What the heck?
I am slightly terrified of what we have unleashed in here.
Oh, who cares about the dream rod? We let Aeden out in here.
Yeah, 25 is definitely going to tackle you. You are running towards it. You're getting ready. You're like halfway up those stairs, and then just boom! You get slammed into the stairs by a 6.5-foot tall human monk who just pummeled you.
So what I imagine is just as I'm about to reach the stairs is when Draven realizes Maiko is back and yells my name, and I just stop. And then I get tackled.
Oh, yeah. Aeden, please. No. Come back. No, oh no.
Kaboom! You are just laid out. You're gonna take 3 points of bludgeoning damage here. as this beefy individual just tackles you to the ground. They grab your arms and kind of twist it behind your back. The second one comes up and is trying to grab the tentacles as well. Wait a minute. This is a fucking illusion. They both lift you up off the ground and are holding the two of you as Trinidad, panting, comes running up behind, followed in no short order by your other three friends.
Aiden just kind of like goes limp and has those like big puppy dog eyes, like Puss in Boots.
What? Why?
Give me a deception check.
Nine. Hold on.
She can't help but giggle.
I'm gonna hero point it.
You're hero pointing it? Okay, that brings you down to 4. Because Ashley End redeemed one as well earlier.
Oh, nice.
25.
What do you think you're doing? Are you insane? Are you trying to kill people here?
Sorry, she just gets very excited.
And Aiden just...
Sorry, they're so pretty. Like waterworks.
A fountain of tears comes out of Aiden's eyes as the rest of your friends come running up behind Trinidad, who is just looking speechless at this. Why do you keep an insane child on a leash? He turns and looks at you, Draven.
Because this insane child actually hits very hard. But that is why the leash. I'm so sorry. I let it go for a sec. Oh no, she's crying. Come, Aiden. Let's go.
The tour is over. The tour is over.
Of course.
I regret this immediately. This is no. You know how long this is going to take to clean up? These guards are going to have to be cleaning this up for how long. And then the guards are like, wait a minute, why do we have to clean this up? And our scene is going to kind of pull back from there, with Aeden literally bodily being held by 2 Conclave monks and forcibly marched out of the vault, while the rest of the team is hurrying behind them, protesting and trying to chide Aeden and explain the situation as best as we can. That's where we're going to pause and take a break.
What did I come back to?
Jesus Christ.
I love this group.
Is that what I was supposed to do?
At least I was successful. I got what we needed.
I hope so.
More than we could have ever hoped for.
And that, my friends, is what you call teamwork.
I'm crying inside. Draven is crying. We're done.
Oh my God.
Let the children have their heist.
And Malachi just stamps out the 3rd cigarette he's been smoking since getting up this morning.
I love how nobody's mentioned him smoking in the vault, because you know he was.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, we're going to be back in about 10 minutes, folks. We're going to take our break, but stay tuned. I guarantee more chaos is coming. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, Aeden was being army marched out of one of the vaults underneath the Erudite Conclave by a couple of Conclave monks, while Trinidad, the Conclave handler and researcher who's working with your group, is just berating you all for letting Aeden loose down there and telling you how dangerous that could have been. You've got a cleaning crew down there now trying to clean off the honey that Aeden actually smeared. Not nearly as much as it appeared to be, they'll find out, but still enough to warrant a cleaning crew. So that's what's going on right now. And you are led back up to your to the conference room that you had been previously. Trinidad still yelling at you all and telling you how dangerous that could have been. How they're going to get in trouble by their superiors for taking you down there. How you're supposed to be on your best behavior, and how you failed miserably at doing that.
Draven is taking the full brunt of it. You are correct. I'm so sorry. I feel this is between like any sentence he can get. I'm sorry. You are right. You're so smart. Okay.
Aeden is just acting like a chastised child.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, we've talked about this before. I thought you were ready. You said you were ready. Why weren't you ready? Oh no, I'm so sorry.
You're very lucky that she didn't actually pick up anything or knock anything over. We take that kind of thing very, very seriously. If we find anything damaged down there, it will go in your permanent record, and it will be considered anytime your group wishes to take on new tasks for the Conclave. So you need to keep that in mind.
Of course.
Sorry.
Well, as long as you are.
I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I had too much honey for breakfast.
Well, perhaps you should stay off the honey for a while. You clearly are having a difficult time handling it.
She holds her honey jar close.
I gotta say, the mention at permanent record is very much that like 90s, early 2000s cartoon where like the panic and just like permanent record, just in Draven's brain, like, oh no, I didn't think about that. Oh, I'm a bad noodle.
Draven, if I weren't handcuffed, I'd pat you on the head.
Well, I think our tour is definitely concluded for today. We will be, I need to go find out what's the status of Zormunder. You all said you wanted to confront him, and we do definitely need to question him about the activities in Woodpine. Are you planning on assisting with that?
That absolute. I mean, we were before, but yes, to make up for our transgressions, my transgressions during that, we will do what we can to assist.
Good. And did you finish compiling the report on the mission you are here to achieve? Or did you spend all your time drinking last night?
Oh, Draven finished it. It's very nice. Very well. Probably not the like most eloquent thing, but it's at least a good, honest attempt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Draven. Trying to think of what would be a good check for this.
I mean, I did a lot of diplomacy throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, let's go with that. Make me a diplomacy check.
23. Draven kind of like focused a lot on the social interactions that we went with, that he like discussed with them, kind of like all of that sort of stuff, like more on the social things that he noticed while investigating. Since I don't study Arcana, I figured the others got it.
I know Maiko also worked on it as well. Maiko, of course, is hiding in your backpack right now, but there are those notes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the maps. Don't forget those maps. That
Oh, true. And the maps.
Mm-hmm.
You have all these compiled, and you present them to your handler, Trinidad. The lizard folk takes it, thumbs through it a little bit. Very good. I will have finance take care of your fee for this endeavor, and I will bring down the contracts for the apprehension of the gnome Zormunder. So wait here. I will be back in probably about 30 minutes or so with the bookkeepers. So just wait here for a moment.
Wait. Where are we at right now?
You're currently in one of the conference rooms in the Conclave, not far from the dormitory you all stay at.
Okay, so I think. Are we alone right now, or is there still somebody?
No. Zormunder, or not Zormunder, Trinidad has just said that they're going to be leaving to go get your payment for the investigation you all did and the research that you gave them about everything you found here in the city. So they're leaving to go get that money and to get the contracts for your next task. So
Okay.
they say goodbye and they leave.
Yeah, so since I'm still in fox form, I think it'd be in our best interest if I am in our room. So if Trinidad escorts us to our room, since I was, quote unquote, left behind, I should be in there if he escort you back. So maybe would Draven be able to maybe take me to our room real quick?
Well, how do you convey that request? Or are you going to pop out, make the request, and then pop back in?
Yeah, I'd probably do that real quick. Maybe, say to like, hey, run off to our room real quick. Just if they see you, just tell them you're checking on me.
I don't. Oh, I didn't think that far. I don't know if I can lie. They're not going to check our room. They'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're resting. I told them you're resting. What are we doing? Oh, this whole thing, I think, finally has hit Draven, and he's crashing out real hard right now. Okay. All right. We need to get you back to the room. Yes. Okay. Hey, we could do that, right?
Yeah, just go real quick. Cause I could go in fox form, but I can't reach the door in fox form. I can't reach the door handle as a fox.
I can take her.
Probably not a great idea. I would also like to hide this rod.
Do you bring out the rod, by the way?
Oh, hell no. No. I'm just going to say I would like to hide something. Or I would like to unload something out of my bag. If you catch my drift.
Where did you put the rod, Maiko?
In the bag.
You put it in your backpack, and that's on your back?
Yes.
Okay.
Kikiro, what do you think?
I don't think they're gonna check. I think we can just act normal, make it back to our room just fine.
Okay, fair enough. But also, if they do, I do got a plan on how to possibly maybe talk our way out of this, though. So
It's fine.
we'll be good. We'll be good. We got
We'll
this.
be good.
We're good. We're
Kikiro
good. We
is
got
smart. Listen, that is my best friend. He knows what he's talking about. We'll be good.
I did what I was supposed to do, right?
Oh yes, that was an excellent distraction.
Okay. I wasn't quite sure, but
Aiden, I mean this with all the love I can muster. You are a horrifying child.
you
And
realize
if
I'm like in my 30s, right?
You are. Oh no, you're older than Draven.
She's not. She's only in her 20s. But
Okay, Draven's like 26, but he's.
And I'm gonna poof back into fox form and crawl back into the bag real quick, just because I don't want to be,
Yeah.
found.
I do need to remind people I am a full-grown adult.
Just child size.
I appreciate that. Thank you for calling me out. I keep forgetting you look too much like my family, so thank you. But what you did back there was the most horrifying thing I have ever seen, and I have dealt with a lot of terrifying things.
I was careful,
My
I promise.
It's not about careful. The amount of honey that you produced, that was... Where did it come from?
Most of it was an illusion.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
gonna spend hours cleaning it, realizing that it's not.
Oh.
That only
Oh.
like 4 or 5 things are actually touched in honey.
Then we're
They're gonna be
good.
pissed.
Let's just hope they don't look too closely at certain things.
Not our problem if their security is low.
This
Okay.
is very true.
We're good. We're good. Kikiro, are you okay? I'm sorry. I was grabbing very, very tightly to your wing. I hope I didn't hurt you. I was so nervous.
It is a little sore, but we'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Kikiro, I brought something out for you.
Oh.
And she reaches in her pocket, and it's just some dust from the vault to add to the honey dirt jar.
Oh yes, of course. Of course. Pull out my jar of dirt and struggle for the next 20 minutes to get it open. Crust it in honey.
Make an athletics check.
Hey.
Yeah. It takes you a minute of leveraging because it's sticky and hard. You get a cloth for some extra grip and finally manage to get it open.
Goes here.
Pour your
Does
dust
not
in.
clean it. It's gonna get crusty again.
For
It's
sure.
a safety tool.
Who
After
needs defenses? We have sticky.
After about 15 minutes or so, Trinidad, you hear a knock on the door, and then Trinidad opens it, along with an individual following behind. They are a dwarf. It's hard to tell gender on dwarves, but they got a big old bright red beard that is in a bunch of braids, like it's just a thin line of braids going down their chin, and then a big old bush of hair that's all tied up in a big old mess of a ponytail behind their head. They're carrying what appears to be a small lockbox and a book under their arm. They walk in. Trinidad is following behind them. They also have a small envelope of papers that they are kind of shuffling through, pulling out as they approach. The Trinidad says to you all, we stopped by your room and looked for your companion. We figured they would want to sign this as well, but your friend wasn't in. maybe they're in the bathroom or something. We'll try to get her signature on this later on. First and foremost, allow me to congratulate you on another job well done for the Erudite Conclave. You signed a contract for some money to do this job, which, of course, we will now be paying into it. Your report is being examined right now by our researchers. We will be discussing it at length here in the future. No doubt the chief archivist will be wanting to speak with you more to get more details after reading your findings. But we can deal with that when the chief archivist has read your file. For now, please accept these funds. And once again, thank you for a job well done. The dwarf is opening the lockbox now and pulls out 2 sacks of coins. You can tell they're coins because they jingle as they lift them out of the box and places them down on the table. They then open up this book, and you can see it is written in common. It is a series of names, dates, amounts of money, and following a little code, which has both letters and numbers, no doubt case files attached to the payments. They write down something in it, and you can see the number 2000 written out. And from there, they pull open the drawstrings of the bag and begin meticulously stacking up rows of gold coins. You got in total 2,000 gold pieces for this job.
It's 400 apiece.
That's still pretty good.
Which I'm going to go ahead and put that into the loot table for you now. There you go. You got 2,000 in the loot table right now. You should be able to just distribute it all.
I'm gonna. Once when he's like counting it out, I'm gonna pitter patter over to Kikiro, and whisper to them, Do you think I should pay them for the trouble I caused?
No, they'll figure it out sometime.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You don't owe them anything.
Draven. There's a reason Aeden went to Kikiro.
I feel like Draven is focused on the money right now. I'd like the two of you just to make a stealth check for me, just to see whether or not anybody hears this little private side conversation.
It's 25 on my part.
It is not possible for me to do that well. That's 18 is pretty decent, though.
Yeah, 18 is pretty decent. You both beat the perception DCs of the two
same number
of the two conclave members. What about you, Draven?
Oh, I'm participating in this as well.
Because, I don't think Maiko really cares in your backpack, but you might be curious about it. So it's just your perception modifier plus 10.
Oh, okay. 17.
Yeah, so you would not have heard this.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and distribute your coins to everybody.
Draven would have been like, yes, please appease them.
So there you go. You all now have 400 extra coins in your inventory.
I can buy so much honey. Can I even carry this much gold?
I have a feeling no, you really couldn't.
Oh,
money doesn't have a bulk?
it does
No,
not.
I think it's 1,000 coins is light. Or is one bulk?
Oh,
Like that. It's a lot.
okay.
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 Yeah, I think they figured for situations like this. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're still low level.
But anyway, with your money in your pocket now, the dwarf has you sign a slip of paper, which is a receipt certifying that you did receive payment. You all go around the table signing it. The dwarf says, I'll be sure to find your friend and have them sign as well for their part. Please send them to the front desk to sign before you all leave this city. The next set of papers that you are given is by Trinidad. It is another simple form. It's a document contracting the work for the Conclave. The job you are taking on is the capture of Zormunder, the dwarf who attacked Woodpine. The specifics of the contract state that they want the gnome to be captured alive for questioning, and to be done so without attracting the attention of the local government or guards. I was trying to think of the word for police that would make sense in fantasy, but I guess guard will work. Anyway, so you are to capture the gnome and transport him to the Conclave, and do so without being seen by either the government or the guards. So the amount that you are offered for this capture is another 1,000 gold pieces. They seem to be quite serious about this.
speechless. I'm sure Malachi has something to say, but that's so much money in Draven. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Does everybody sign?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You each sign your name to the contract. Trinidad says, this will also be at the front desk. Please make sure Maiko signs it before you all leave. Otherwise, she would not be able to take part or receive payment. Information that we have as of now is that Zormunder is still in the warehouse. We've had one of our members do some initial scouting. They were able to make it to the edge of the compound. The compound, the warehouse itself, is located behind a secure fence. It is a stone-based fence that's about 2 feet tall, and on top of that, wrought iron with sharpened points on the ends of it. It is guarded by a single set of double doors that lead into the warehouse. The warehouse then has a yard around it, about 150 feet. There are several wagons that are in the yard of the warehouse right now. There's also a stable in the back of the property. You can see through it, through the wrought iron gate, or the wrought iron fence, I can't tell you, which is where we've gotten most of our intel. We have not seen Zormunder leave this location since following him to there. We have, however, seen about a dozen guards transporting a wagon from the palace, Castle Strongwaddle, to this location. We were not able to see anything inside. It was a covered wagon. The curtains were closed on it. It did seem to be heavy, though. our scout says that it was weighed quite down on the axles. So whatever they are transporting weighed quite a bit. We do also know that nothing has been taken from the ship on the dock. No large quantities of anything has been unloaded. In fact, other than the sailors going down to the port and drinking at the tavern, we haven't seen a whole lot of people leaving that ship. The captain and first mate of the ship have not disembarked this entire time. So, you can only guess what was transported from the castle to the warehouse. It is possible that shipment, which was taken directly into the warehouse, we were not able to see what was unloaded, if anything. But there is a possibility that at some point they could be taking whatever they brought to the warehouse back to that ship. It's also possible they're going to continue whatever they're doing in that warehouse. We have no way to tell for certain. Do you have any questions?
I can't think of anything at this moment, but I know where to find you if I do.
Very well. In that case, good luck on your next assignment. We look forward to speaking to the gnome. Again, I must remind you that we need him here alive so we can question him. Do not attempt to question him yourself. We have very specific questions we need to ask, and we do not want anything you say to influence his responses to us. Please try not to speak much to him at all, if at all possible. Make sure that he is bound and gagged and blinded. If you have ways to stop up his ears, please do so as well. We do not want him to know where he is when he arrives. Are you clear on all that?
Crystal. Yes.
Very well. Good luck once again. We look forward to your success. If you need anything as far as resources, you can speak to the quartermaster here. They may be able to assist you in procuring what you need. If not, the city is still open to you, of course. I will remind you, though, that you need to keep as low a profile as possible. So, being sighted outside of or in the city itself, please try to limit that before you capture Zormunder. Come and go as you please, of course, but just keep in mind that the Conclave is always watched, and so you may want to keep a low profile.
I do have a question. Do you have any... Oh, this sounds bad to say. Do you have any recommendations for that? Because it's very exhausting to leave this place and have like 30 people following me. I don't know them. I want to, but they run away and then they just keep following.
You say you've been followed?
Multiple times.
The lizard folk strokes its chin a little bit as it thinks. That is worrisome. Perhaps not leaving the Conclave until it's time for your mission would be best then. It's up to you when you wish to attempt to capture Zormunder. So, our services are at your disposal.
Of course.
I would recommend something to bind him, something to keep him quiet. Manacles are always good, that sort of thing. Beyond that, it just depends on how you plan on approaching the situation.
Okay, understood. We will let you know. But if I need to go to the market for any reason, is that okay if I go like just shopping?
We will not stop you if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay, good, okay. I just want to make sure I'm prepared. So okay, that works. Huh.
Draven's
I
brain
was-
is like 20-sided chess now. Like,
I was simply pointing out that if you wish to capture Zormunder and do so quietly, which is what we are asking you to do, you might want to keep a low profile.
He will keep the lowest of profiles.
Aeden, right?
Don't look at me like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Force of habit. We're going to keep a low profile, correct?
I mean, of course. Look at how low I am to the ground already.
You are so low.
Okay.
You start one bar fight and you touch a bunch of things in a vault. And suddenly
did a
you're the
bar fight?
problem. What?
What?
Hi.
I'm learning a lot about my teammates right now. I'm so sorry.
The armory is on the sub basement first floor. If you wish to speak with the quartermaster, I'm going to go find something for a headache.
Please. Yeah, okay.
Trinidad shakes its head and looks to the dwarf, who nods, and the two of them depart the conference room. So,
Did we do it? Are we? We need to leave, right? What do we do? Do we run?
I think.
Listen, I don't know the severity of this. I did see this play called, like, I believe it was the Thelma and Wheezy, and they all ran off a cliff. Do we need to do that?
I don't think that's called for here. I'm all in if you want to do it anyway, but
Okay.
I mean, jumping
trust
off
you.
a cliff could be fun.
oh yeah, it's great. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay, listen. Roll. I don't want. Like, I don't want to tell you something. Draven is buying into this. Whatever you are peddling.
I mean, Kikiro literally met you all by jumping off a cliff.
That's true,
Yeah.
which means it's okay. My best friend
It's
wouldn't
a
lie
good
to me.
pastime.
Well, you got a task at hand. How are you going to capture Zormunder?
All right. Well,
I know
let's
a
go
guy.
back to our rooms. First and foremost, we have a sick patient to check upon.
So I think if everybody's okay, that's at least the first initial step. Let's go to our rooms.
Yes, agreed.
Get Maiko out of my bag.
Absolutely. You go back to the barracks that you all have claimed for your own. Fortunately, there aren't any people in it in the moment. So you go over to your quiet corner. Maiko climbs out of your bag and is able to return to her humanoid form. Oh, by the way, during that whole exchange, Maiko, while you were listening in on the whole conversation between Trinidad and getting the money and all that, I need you to make for me a what is it called? Sorry, I blanked on it real quick. A will saving throw.
Okay, give me just a second. I gotta figure out where. Oh, wait. Here it is. Okay, I found it. That would be an 11.
Okay. Draven, once you get into the room and get to your quiet corner, you take off the backpack and open it up, and you pull out a slumbering dark fox.
No. No time for napping.
Do I
Use
smack Maiko? Maiko, wait.
Do you slap Maiko?
I'm
Shake-
asking.
I'm violently shaking her. Yes, like no.
Yeah, you're shaking her around a little bit. Does not seem to waken.
Maiko, I don't know what to do, and I'm so sorry. Aeden, administer the wet willy.
Tiny, sloppy, slightly sticky finger goes right into the ear canal of a fox. Maiko, give me another will saving throw.
Getting in this situation, just use her whole
Okay, look,
hand.
before I roll, I cannot be held responsible for whatever actions may occur. That's a 12.
The unconscious fox does not react as you prod around her ear.
You just give that fox a wet willy.
No, you just gave this fox a wet willy. I watched you. I
Oh,
told
okay.
you to.
Okay.
Well, this is slightly concerning, but I did do surgery. Perhaps she is resting. So let's actually let her rest. I think
I still
Draven's-
think we should womp her.
should what her?
Womp her?
What is that?
It's just a nice, swift kick in the butt.
Oh,
You know, like
okay.
oh,
Hold
womp.
on. Let me turn her. Okay. Go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna womp her in the butt.
Make an attack roll. Unarmed attack.
I'm sorry.
Her AC's 21.
Oh, a natural one!
Oh my god, is this like when Charlie Brown tries to kick the football?
I was about to say it's exactly
and Lucy
that.
moves it?
Oh, it's exactly that because Draven immediately feels bad as soon as like Aeden comes out with honey hands. He goes, oh, "No, I regret. No."
You remember how hard Aiden hits for?
Yeah.
Aiden,
What in the Three Stooges is this?
Aiden flies up into the air like 15 feet and lands on the ground
Okay.
using her
well,
fly speed.
ah. I'm so sorry, Aiden. Maiko worked hard. She had surgery. I'm sure
That
she's
was fun.
tired. Let's put her back to bed. Let her know to go sign some paperwork, and we can finish the rest.
Did you just poop?
Did I?
I'm sorry.
Hi, Roy.
Yes, Draven, did you just poop? Because I think I need to. It's stinky in here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Broken. Y'all broke me. Oh god.
And the only one who is okay is Delioth.
Mm.
I am dying also.
Good.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Maiko's still unconscious, and Aeden is now Hayukened herself across the fucking bunk to the other side and landed against the wall. Things aren't looking great for your party right now.
No, to re-railroad the situation at the moment, Draven's going to, like, honestly, I think Maiko is just exhausted. Long night. I don't know what she did before. She had surgery. She's probably tired. That's what I'm going with. I'm not correlating the rod or anything, and I'm going to put her into bed. I'm going to leave a note for her to go sign some paperwork when she wakes up. With that, like, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not going to think any weird shit's going on right now. The everything else is just like, no, that's fine. I'm back in the orphanage, like normal conversations. Yeah, you absolutely, Maiko. You're gonna get a nice little like kiss on the forehead as you're tucked into bed, like a nice little like tuck in.
You probably just assume that it's easier for me to rest in the box.
Well, yeah, of course, it makes sense.
Well, they've worked hard. Let's let them have the rest. We still have a mission. So I think the 1, 2, 3, 4 of us can finish this.
Oh, I definitely can help finish it.
Well-
Aeden, please. You worked hard. I need eyes. I need pocket store. Hands, pocket. Focus. Are you ready?
Hands, pockets, focus, low to the ground. Got it. Low profile.
I believe in you. You're doing amazing. I'm so proud. Okay. I'm gonna. Draven is gonna trust that Maiko was successful and the item is in the bag. I know where we need to go. Are you all ready?
I think our thing is in Maiko's bag, right?
Oh shit! Maiko has a bag. Oh shit! Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Untucks in Maiko.
Yeah, because it'd be like melded in her fox form, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all it is just a black furry fox. You don't see like any of Maiko's weapons or clothing or anything like that. It all just melds into her form.
Does not work with what I've been trained, but
Wake up.
My favorite part about this is Maiko's trying to hit a 21. Let's see if Maiko can hit that 21 with a will save.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Let's go.
Nice. You're suddenly jostled awake by Draven shaking the living shit out of you. Like your head flings back, your eyes shoot open, you can barely see, everything's blurry. I feel like I know exactly how a fox would react to this sort of thing. Do you agree with that sentiment, Maiko?
You mean reaching out and starting to claw?
I was thinking bite, but sure, whatever. Make an attack roll as a fox. I don't know how that works.
Oh, I know how that works. I just click here to go to fox form. I don't know if it changes anything, but it's 21.
Oh, my AC is 20. You hit.
And then I just hit damage, yes?
Yeah, just a damage.
6. I am so sorry.
Shit.
No biting. No biting. Ah, why?
You should have let me whomper.
Maiko's Aeden says from the other side of the bunk.
It's fine. It's fine. Are you okay?
So at this, I would have switched back to humanoid form and be like, ow, my head. And then I'd grab my backpack, be like, okay, so I did get the rod. I'm assuming that's what you're wanting. I don't know what. Why did I fall asleep? What happened?
Well, I did surgery. You had a long night of drinking. You came pretty fucked up before, so I don't know what you did last night.
I mean, it was just a little, friendly brawl. That's all.
Friendly, I had to perform a surgery. Are you okay?
I'm pretty sure I'm okay. But you've never had that kind of you're hanging out with your friends and you just fight and everything. Just it happens.
I can say with all honesty and all of my heart, no.
Huh. Yeah, you have. I don't get that. That's weird. Okay, so anyway,
Okay.
I probably would remember because you said that things kind of felt a little weird when I picked the rod up and put it in there, like, right?
Yeah, like when you picked up the rod, you kind of had a fuzzy feeling in the back of your brain. But as you're like your memory kind of is, you got back into the backpack. They were leading you. Watched from the backpack as you all were brought back up to the conference room, and during that trip, as you were watching the hallway, you just kind of drifted off.
Okay. Basically, I'm just trying to decide if Maiko would know to not touch this a second time. Like, Brandie knows she shouldn't, but would Maiko put 2 and 2 together and realize that maybe she shouldn't touch this again?
Well, you can make an Arcana or an Occultism or a Religion or a Nature check.
Well, all of those are the same. I am untrained in all. Should I do this to me or to you?
Do it just to me.
Would it be private or blind?
Blind to GM.
Blind.
There.
You you kind of take your backpack off your back and open it up to find the rod, and you're about to reach your hand in and grab it, but then something stops you and you're like, you've heard of magical items having weird reactions to people. And as you look down on it, that dark kind of malevolent aura is still present. You kind of extend your hand, pull your hand back away from it a little bit as you think back, like, I wasn't tired at all. I was kind of tuned up and had adrenaline going right now. Something's off about that rod.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah. So it's right there. I'm gonna point to it, and be like, I don't think I want to touch it again, though.
Okay, well.
I'll touch it.
No, you're good. Pockets?
I'm gonna like pick up the
Like
bag real
pockets.
quick.
Pockets. Okay. Maiko, you said this is weird. So I'm trusting you. This is your thing. Stealing is your thing. So if you think this is weird, let's just put your bag in my bag. And we can deliver it that way.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I do just want to point out that I do have quick identification.
You do.
So it may not be completely bad for me to touch it. Do I actually need to touch it?
For
To identify what the thingy does. Because I have quick identification.
Yeah, pop up quick identification for me.
Instead of it taking 10 minutes, it only takes me 1 minute.
Okay, so no, you would still have to pick it up and examine it. It only takes 1 minute instead of 10 minutes. You can do it quickly, but part of identifying an object is picking it up, looking it over, trying to see anything on it, try to look for clues that give you an idea of its nature.
But could she? Okay, I'm not knowing the mechanics of magic. Like, I don't know if it's like if you have gloves on, if they're technically not touching it, or does that not matter? Like if you touch it through cloth?
You have no idea.
I'm gonna throw it out there. Hey, any of you magic using people, would that work?
Aeden, do you want to do this?
Do I know if that would work? Or
Make for me an Arcana check.
17. Oh, damn.
So you're not 100% certain. What your 17 gives you is you can recall and in fact it's kind of like a little voice in the back of your brain who points out that it depends on how powerful a magic item is. Simple magic items, yeah, a glove or something will protect you. Super ancient, powerful things can affect you just being in proximity. So there's no real way of knowing without knowing more about it.
Until I know more about this item, I won't know if gloves will work or not. But at least I only have to hold it for 1 minute and not 10.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, you know about magic than I do, so...
Draven's gonna get down to your, eye level. Just... Listen, we don't know what this does. But... I will trust you. If this is what
you may
want
have to
do.
womp me.
Are you sure? These hands are... But...
Did you see those guys tackle me before? It was so fun.
That was... Okay. Focus... Okay. I'm going to trust you with this. I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith in you. You're so smart. Please. You got this.
I got this.
You got this.
I got this.
I'll hold my bag open to her. Kind of... I'm going to grimace a little bit as she, when she starts reaching to it, like, I clearly don't want her to touch it, but we also need to see what we're dealing with.
Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what Aeden is going to do. She's going to use her quick identification to try and figure out exactly what this thing does.
Okay, so that is going to be another Arcana check.
Roll better than a 5. Okay, dirty 20.
Better than a 5.
It's better than a 5.
It is definitely better than a 5.
Barely, but better than a 5.
Okay. You begin to examine this object. You sit there for a minute. You pick it up in your hands and begin looking it over. The first thing that comes to you really is just the simple fact that it's very inornate. It honestly, it's harder and more dense as you feel along it. It doesn't feel like regular wood, more like a rock or stone. It's hard, it's super hard, it's dense. You continue to examine it, calling forth into your mind everything you know about magic in particular. The dark aura just seems to radiate out from this thing. It emanates for about 3 or so inches away from the rod. Various places it kind of spikes a little bit, almost giving it the illusion of a mace. A minute goes by. I need you to make a will saving throw.
Come on, roll good. Yeah.
26.
You begin to feel yourself drifting off, your eyes growing heavy. But in that moment, you have a little bit of moment of clarity and you bite your lip hard, shaking yourself awake. It's hard to keep yourself awake. It takes a supreme focus of your mind to push past this exhaustive effect. But your mind does clarify after a moment, and you do push past it. What you have in your hands, as near as you can tell, is a piece of the ancient dreaming tree's root. It existed in various places, peeking out from the ground, and had been used in various different ways back before the breaking. Very little is known about it, but you've heard about it, and that little voice in the back of your mind is kind of what clues you in on what this thing actually is. It radiates a extreme level of sleep magic. The object functions as a +1 mace, but attuning to it is also extremely unhealthy. You can tell this object is cursed. Attuning to it will grant power, but will also drain away life. You do, in fact, have the Dream Rod in your possession.
Well, it's an actual piece of the dream root, and it's very dark. It makes you very sleepy. But it could also be a mace, but it eats away at your life while you wield it.
Well, that is concerning, but
What is the trade-off for this thing? Maybe don't touch it.
I wasn't planning on it, but
Plans to give it
if
to
I
some
give
guy.
this, if I give this to my friend, he gives us Zormunder.
So we don't actually have to do the work ourselves. We just give them this thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We give Curse Stick, we get Evil Gnome.
And we're
And we
See,
get
this is
paid
a
for
win-win.
it. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that the payoff was worth it. If we don't have to do work and still get paid for it, and we get the guy, they do know we want him alive, right?
True. Yeah, alive. But are you okay?
I'm a little sleepy.
Okay. So, should we do this? You and I'm looking to both Aeden and Maiko, because you guys had the interaction with this. I'm going to trust you. I'll put my life on the line if not, but are we doing this?
I mean, ignorance is bliss. We don't know what either side is going to use this thing for. I mean, well, one side just had it in a vault, so they're probably going to keep it locked up for a really long time. But I guess that also really depends on what the gnomes are doing.
True.
with all of their weapons.
I mean, alternatively, well, no, it just puts us to sleep. Do we know if it will put? Do we know if we use it, if it'll put somebody to sleep? Because like, what if we fashion a way that we can like, maybe use this at a distance? Like, put it in a sack that we can swing and smack Zormunder with it, and if maybe it makes him fall asleep.
If we could do that with a mace in a bag normally.
I was about to say, if you do it that way, that's fine. I might have unfortunately made a deal. If we don't give my friend this rod, I might have to go away for a moment, but I don't know. So, if that's what you want to do, and not chance it, I'm willing to accept these, but only if that's what you want.
What do you mean by go away for a moment?
Well, I may have accidentally signed potentially my life away for delivering. It's when dealing with the Thieves Guild, you'll never quite know, and I said I would deliver this, so my life might be forfeit, and I agree to these terms, knowing that. But that is what you
So then,
want to do.
when you say a moment, you don't mean just a moment, though. You mean this is a permanent going away.
Correct. I would be with Jorun forever. If we don't do that, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But
I don't want you to forfeit.
It's really not fine.
No, sir, it's not fine.
I will do anything
Like-
for you all. I don't want to put your lives in danger. I'm okay.
So then, why would we put your life in danger? We'll just give him the stupid rod, and we get a guy for free, and we get paid.
Yeah, and I mean, really,
Frankly, I
it's
don't
gonna
want this
put him
rod.
to sleep, right? He's just gonna have this rod. He's gonna fall asleep. Then we can just go take it back, and once he falls asleep, and then put it back at the Conclave vault, and nobody's none the wiser. I don't see how this could fail.
Okay. If you all are sure and okay with this, then
Absolutely.
that makes me very
Trust
excited. Okay. I was a little scared and nervous, but thank you. I didn't want you to know. Did I play it off well? I hope so. Thank you.
I may get us into a lot of trouble, but I like having you around, and you not being around will make things not as fun. And this rod is not worth losing you. So.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, there's no way this plan can fail. We give it to the guy. Hell, if you want, I'll still be fox form. I'll hide somewhere until the guy falls asleep. Then I'll scoop up the rod and I'll bring it back.
I
The
don't know.
guy
if
has
we're-
like a lot of guards.
I was about to say it's the Thieves Guild, my dear. There's a lot of them, and they have a lot of kids. But I love that energy. That's why I really enjoy all of you. You are so smart and creative. And okay, if we're doing this, we're going to do this, and I will trust you. and I will not try to lead you all astray. Right. Now, how do we get out of here?
I mean, they said they wouldn't stop us.
That
We
is
just leave.
true. You're so right. You're so smart. Oh, I love you, friend Kikiro. Well, okay. So, I know where we need to go. Let's just go to a tavern. Although, Maiko, sign paperwork.
What paperwork? What?
Go to the
Wait.
front.
Did I fall asleep before the paperwork stuff, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
You
Okay,
did.
so paperwork. What?
Just go
What
to the
Tavern, bar fight.
front desk, sign some paperwork. Once you're done with that, we will make our way to our secret entrance, and they'll introduce you to my friend.
Okay, sounds good. What am I signing? Paperwork am I signing?
Do you want money?
Yes.
Go sign paper. Thousands of gold.
Okay. All right. I'll sign the paperwork.
Well, I think that's probably a good place to end things for this evening. With Maiko signing paperwork and getting her share of the gold from the infiltration job, and you sign the contract to go capture Zormunder. And with that, your group heads out back into the city of Gnomengard, just as the sun is beginning to slowly set over the horizon. It's about dinner time here in Gnomengard. So you got some time still to get some stuff done if you want to go shopping or anything, and before you head over to the Flying Crane, which is where we'll be picking up in 2 weeks, everybody. So definitely come back to see what happened. Today was insane, and now they're going to apparently try to do the same thing to the Thieves Guild. I can't wait to see how that goes. Well done, everybody. Go ahead and add 150 experience points to your character sheet.
16 in total.
Oops, I did that. I went ahead and put it in for Malachi. Anyway, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. It's been great. Come back in 2 weeks to find out what happens when our heroes go try to pull a fast one on the Thieves Guild. It's going to be a lot of fun. As always, though, I like to go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Maiko, you're the one who did the recap, our slumbering fox. So why don't you go ahead and go first?
Hi, my name's Brandie. I played Maiko tonight. I'm here every other Monday at 6 o'clock playing Maiko. And then on the opposite Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, right? 7 o'clock? Yeah. And I play Veed in the Curse of Strahd campaign. Otherwise, you can find me on the socials as at RiverDragon82. That is River with a Y. And that's about it for me.
Heck yeah. Draven, you're next.
Hi, I'm John. I played Draven this evening. Always a blast. You can find me here every other Monday and Wednesday. On Wednesdays, I am in the Magic Knights campaign. It's a lot going on right now. It's so chaotic, so I hope you all will check it out as well. I have a lot of projects coming up, as well as quite a few, let's see, just different streams and projects, but nothing has been released yet, so I'll let you know when that comes out. Anyways, you can also find me at Blue Sky at johnpark.bluesky.social.
Heck yeah. Aeden, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Dyto. Sorry I was coming and going. I was also kind of on baby duty tonight. Yeah, I liked coming back from dealing with the baby and being like, chaos, leashes let go. Let's go. But I will be back on Thursday playing a more level-headed Venus who does not like to fight, with a barbarian who loves to fight anything, even a tree.
No.
She just kind of revealed the secret, kind of, but not really, but kind of. And then I'll be back next Wednesday with Curse of Strahd, where again, I don't play a super chaotic person, but she likes to fight. So they're getting to the nitty-gritty in Curse of Strahd. So it's getting, we thought it was bad, but it's getting worse.
Ain't it just? Okay. Kikiro, you're up next.
Yep. Delioth, I play Kikiro here every other Monday on this game. You can find me at Blue Sky or Twitter at Delioth Infinite. Elsewise, I don't think I have anything to shout out this time. Been busy with other stuff.
That's always fair. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can always find me right here every Monday and Wednesday running crazy games for crazy people and always having a blast doing it. It's always fun, and I hope you join us next time. That's this Wednesday for Dreams of Infinity, our Magignite's Awakening campaign. Hope everybody comes and checks that out too. It is equally as insane. And on behalf of everyone here in the Æther-Tech Wars and everyone with the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, don't forget, fight the machine. And good night.
Good night.
Good night.